Hello, hello. Welcome to the 3 simple steps to land the promotion you deserve. Would you like to fast track your next promotion and reach your professional goals faster? Well, in this training, you'll discover 3 simple steps to land the promotion you deserve and feel confident as you advance your leadership. I feel like my mic is uh, about to attack my face. There we go. So, in this training today, you'll learn how to get visible, valued, and vocal so you can vault into your next promotion. I'm Carissa Karner. I'm a strategic leadership coach, and I weave together tools that are grounded in my decade of experience and expertise as a licensed psychotherapist, world class speaking skills from my thousands of hours on stages of all sizes, and proven leadership strategies to help you achieve your biggest professional goals as quickly as possible. So, let me ask you, do you ever feel like you want to move up faster in your profession, but there's just something that keeps you stuck? Or perhaps you've been passed over when someone else gets the promotion that you thought you deserved or you thought you were going to get. Or have you ever felt like I did when I was in the corporate world, where you have a desire to move into a higher level position, but you don't have complete confidence in your skills and abilities? Well, we will deal with all of these problems through the AIM method. And the AIM method will show you how to A, align with your goals, I, identify and invest in your strengths, and M, market yourself like a business. Now, when you apply these 3 steps, you will have exactly what you need to accelerate your leadership faster. So let's start with A. A is align with your goals. Have you ever had the experience where a part of you wants to do something? Maybe it's a little outside of your comfort zone. And at the same time, you notice there's another part of you that says, nope, I don't want to do that. No, thank you. Well, a few weeks ago, I decided to go ziplining. Now, this was something I had never done before. I was on a business retreat and I knew that everyone else was going to go ziplining. And even though I was really nervous about it, I couldn't be the only one who backed out. I couldn't be the only one who didn't go. So have you ever made a choice because of peer pressure? Yeah, even in my 40s, still doing it. So, so a part of me was excited to try something new that was adventurous and fun, while another part of me just desperately wanted to have nothing to do with it. I didn't want to take the risk of, flying however many feet off the ground attached to a tiny little wire. It sounded terrifying. And it can be just like that with your professional goals, that you want to do it, you want to get there, but there's some part of you that's nervous, afraid, in doubt, or something else that's standing in your way. And by the way, I did end up going ziplining and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It was an incredible experience. So sometimes there's a part of you that just knows you want to advance in your profession, you want to move into a higher level of leadership, maybe you want to move into the C-suite, and at the same time you notice there's something holding you back, and maybe you don't even know what it is yet. Have you ever had that experience? So now, it could be that I just want to pop up the comments here so I can see. So, yes, so Ann Carden, who was leading that business retreat, she just said that I crutched it on the zip lining. So, woo! So, if you have that experience where there are these 2 parts of you that are pulling you in different directions, it could be that there are skills that you need in order to grow or advance. And it could be that there are some hoops that you need to jump through in order to get a promotion. Or it could be that you don't fully believe in your own capabilities. So often there are these internal and external blocks that just hold you back. Some that you might be aware of, and others that might be hiding outside of your awareness, just lurking in the background, just waiting to trip you up or to keep you from your goals, even if you don't know they're there. So today we'll look at what you can do right now to get in alignment with where you want to go, to get into alignment with your goals. Now, this is step 1 of the AIM method, which again is A, to align with your goals. And we'll break it down into 4 steps. Now, these 4 steps that I'm going to go over, I do want to let you know that I will be doing a 3-day workshop. So I'll be doing a 3-day workshop that's free. It is exclusive and by invitation only, but I'm going to go into even more depth on these 4 steps. So if you don't get them down today, don't worry. You can just let me know in the comments that you want to attend the event, and I'll let you know the next steps. So getting back to these 4 steps, step 1 is to get crystal clear on what your goal is. It may seem like a no-brainer, but sometimes your goals can be vague. They can be elusive, that you aren't clear in your mind where you want to go. And if you're not clear, it's going to be very hard to get there because you don't know where you're going. So when you get clear on where you want to go, you name it. You don't shy away from the bigness of your goal. Then you can create that map to get there. So that's step 1, is to get crystal clear on where you're going. Step 2 is to break down your goal into the smaller steps that you need to take. So, for example, if your goal is to get into the C suite, then you are going to need to break down the steps between where you are now and where you want to go. So it's just like, when you plug into your GPS a destination that you want to go to. Google Maps doesn't say, "Oh, well, you're going to want to go north, and then this is somewhere in the middle of downtown LA." I mean, if Google Maps told you that, you'd probably get lost. I would get lost. But when Google Maps breaks it down for you step by step and says, come out of your driveway and turn right. And then on this road on Oak Street, turn left. Then you know exactly how to get where you're going, which means you get there. So that's step 2, is to break it down into steps. And step 3 is to now take time for introspection. So either by yourself or with a trusted coach like me or a mentor, and unpack and honestly acknowledge anything that stands in your way. So in this step, it's about getting real, to discover if there are internal blocks that hold you back, for looking for any parts of you that aren't aligned with your goals of where you want to go, your destination. And then taking an honest look at your leadership skills and your executive presence so that you can truthfully and honestly address any gaps and deficiencies that you need to fill. So that's step 3, get real and get honest. And step 4 is to then clear out those blocks and learn and or practice any skills that you need in order to advance. So with my clients, I use powerful techniques that are derived from my psychology practice. These are research-backed techniques that help you to easily clear out these blocks and to get aligned and confident about your goals. And as I mentioned, in just a few weeks, I am offering that powerful 3-day workshop. And I'll be opening the doors to some of these techniques and strategies that I usually reserve only for my high-paying clients. And we're going to dive deeper into exactly how to apply these 4 steps that I just went over. So think about this. If you don't take time to apply these steps to get aligned with your goals, and to get honest with yourself, what do you think will happen? Or maybe I'll ask it this way. What do you think won't happen? Yeah, you'll likely stay stuck right where you are. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you're not ready to move forward, that's okay. But if you do want to move forward, and if you want to do it as quickly as possible, then you need to apply these 4 steps to get aligned with where you want to go so that you can take action. Now, that 4-step process, that's the simple process of the A method, which again is to get aligned with your goals, but it's not enough to know just where you want to go with your leadership. You also need the confidence and the skills to get noticed. So, what might change for you if you could fully embrace your strengths and then leverage them to get more visible in the ways that matter, in the ways that allow you to stand out and get promoted? Well, that brings us to I, which is identify and invest in your strengths. Have you ever taken a strengths assessment or a personality assessment? Some of them are Clifton Strengths or the High Five test or the VIA Strengths assessment. Now, these tools can be incredibly helpful to better understand and recognize your strengths. because sometimes your own superpowers can be seen so clearly by other people, but you may not fully embrace them or even notice them yourself, which is why these assessment tools can be so helpful because they can help you see and fully embrace your own strengths. That's why I use a strengths assessment with my clients so that they can trust it's not even just me saying it, but it's the assessment that's showing them, it's showing you where your strengths are. Now, how would you like to be able to not just know your strengths, but to strengthen your strengths so that you can show them off? So let's try this together. It's a little exercise. For now, just choose one strength that you know you possess. It could be something that you already know about yourself, something that you have found out from a strengths assessment, or that other people have told you that you have. Just think of one, just one for now. And write it down. Write it down on a piece of paper or grab your phone and put it down in a notes app. And now think of a time when you fully embodied this strength. So think of a moment in time, a memory when you saw yourself using this strength to its fullest. And let yourself bring that memory up. Think about it in your mind's eye. Remember what you saw. Remember what you heard, maybe what people said to you. Think about even what you said to yourself about yourself in that memory, in that moment. And notice how it feels in your body. What are you feeling in your body when you remember fully embodying this strength? And now just breathe into that. That feeling you feel in your body right now, breathe into it almost like you could expand it. You could grow that feeling of the strength in your body. And notice what that feels like. So now imagine, what would it be like if you carried this feeling with you throughout your workday? And if you carried this feeling with you, especially in those moments that are more challenging, maybe when you're having a hard conversation or when you have to ask for something that you feel nervous about, or you're leading a presentation, or you're leading a meeting, or you're having a hard conversation with your team. What would it be like to embody that strength? Now, that's just a small step toward fully embracing and embodying your personal strengths. And we're going to go so much deeper into that in the 3-day workshop that's coming up in November. So, now we've looked at how to align with your leadership goals, and we looked at how to identify and invest in your strengths. But now the M of AIM is, how do you make sure that you and your strengths get noticed by the right people so that you can advance as fast as possible? Well, you will need to do M of the AIM method, which is to market yourself like a business. So think about what you might do to market yourself if you were a business trying to grow. What steps would you take to be more visible, more valuable, and more vocal? So think about this. If you were a business trying to grow, how would you get more visible so that people know you and they know the excellence that you provide? Now, in your professional life, you can get more visible by raising your hand for opportunities, even when they are outside of your comfort zone, so that you stand out. And when you do start to raise your hand for opportunities that are outside of your comfort zone, it can help to have somebody on your side, to have somebody like a coach or a mentor or even a good friend who is rooting for you and reminding you of how awesome you are, to put it simply. So other ways that you can do this, well, think about this. Getting visible also means being vulnerable. It means being willing to allow yourself to be seen. So to let your team and let your community see you as a real person, not just your strengths, but also someone who's human and willing to acknowledge their mistakes and willing to acknowledge their challenges. Because, as a consumer yourself, as a consumer of products, as a consumer of other businesses, you may notice that you will often choose to buy from brands, from companies, and from people who you can relate to because they are more real, because they have a story. Because when you can relate to a company, you feel more trust in them. And it's the same with your leadership. When you get more visible, not just by raising your hand for opportunities, but allowing yourself to be seen, you will actually build more trust in you as an individual and more trust in your leadership. So the second one is to be valuable. So, when you think about marketing yourself as a business, of course, businesses market their product and their service as valuable. And you can do the same thing in two directions: to show your value and to be of value. So, show your value by staying visible, by making sure that you are not the best kept secret in the company, but that your value, your strengths, and your skills, your personality are clearly seen and known. And then also be of value to others by stepping up, by taking the lead, by communicating effectively, by listening well, and by representing the company with strong leadership and presentation skills. And to market yourself like a business, be vocal. Assertively and confidently use your voice. Just like with any business, you won't make a sale if you don't ask for it. Make sure that your goals to move up into a higher position are known. Assertively communicate and make the ask for the raise or the promotion. If you don't communicate your requests, they may never be known. It's up to you to ask for what you want by being vocal. Now, when you practice the AIM method to align with your goals, to identify and invest in your strengths, and to market yourself like a business, you'll open up the opportunities that will allow you to stand out. You'll be able to have the conversations that lead to advancement, and you'll have the confidence to make the ask, whether it's for more responsibility, for the raise, or for the promotion that you deserve. So, if you do want to get crystal clear on exactly what you personally need to do to advance in your unique situation, in your company or your professional life, and to create that fast track strategy, to clear out those hidden blocks, and to get promoted or get that raise as quickly as possible, then you do want to join my exclusive invitation only 3-day event. Now, this event, it's free to attend. It's free to attend for the people who are ready for these next level strategies. And we're going to dive much deeper into these tools that you learned today. Plus, we're going to do much more. You are going to walk away with your fast track strategy ready to implement these tools. And in fact, you will be implementing several of them in the course of the 3-day workshop. So this coming up in just a few weeks on November 14th through 16th. So mark that in your calendar. It's going to be from 3 o'clock till 5:30 each one of those days. And it is important that you're there all 3 days because you don't want to miss any of this. So at this event, I'll be teaching techniques that are typically reserved only for my high paying clients. So this is a very, very special event. And if you want to be included in that select group, you can just drop the word accelerate into the comments, and I will personally reach out to you with the next step to sign up. You can send me a direct message, or you can see the link. I'm going to put the link into the comments where you can sign up. So, what you'll need to do when you sign up is to fill out a short form and just hop on a quick qualifying call. It's hard to say. Qualifying call with me, just so that I can verify that these strategies and these steps are the right next step for you. So here's to your professional success, and I hope to see you at the event.